what if you could totally master your next executive role before you even start day one? Well, today, we're going to dig into a completely re-engineered approach to leadership that promises to do exactly that. We're talking about a way to just skip the learning curve and start making a real impact immediately.
Okay, let's just get right to it with a pretty bold statement. Traditional executive development, it's broken. For way too long, these programs have been all about unstructured chats that, yeah, they might give you a temporary boost of motivation, but they just don't deliver real, lasting change for leaders. You know the old way, right? It gets bogged down in just swapping stories, kind of passively. The alternative, though, is a huge shift to active, structured sprints. Think of it like this. You're moving from just talking about the problems to actually building concrete plans that fuse leadership, strategy, and operations into one single powerful engine for momentum.
So where does this all usually go wrong? Well, it almost always happens in those high-stakes first 90 days. I mean, this initial period isn't just a simple transition, it's a gauntlet, and it's one that can literally determine an executive's entire future with a company.
So what is it that turns these 3 months into such a trial by fire? Well, it's that period where the entire organization is watching you, right? They're waiting for a return on a pretty significant investment, and that clock starts ticking the second you accept the offer. I mean, just think about the sheer pressure. You've got to learn a brand new culture, build genuine trust with your boss, your peers, and your team, and you have to deliver real, tangible wins to prove you are the right choice, all at the same time. Most leaders are just thrown in and forced to figure it out on the fly. But you know what? The most successful ones? They arrive with a battle plan already in hand.
So how in the world do you build that plan? This is not about some generic coaching. No, this is about installing a completely new operating system for leadership, one that's purpose-built for the tough realities of a modern executive role.
And the core philosophy here is actually really simple. It's called the dual transformation imperative. Think about it. A state-of-the-art jet is totally useless without a world-class flight crew, right? And even the best pilots can't do their job in a faulty plane. To really, truly succeed, you have to upgrade both the aircraft, that's the business systems, and the flight crew, your leadership, at the exact same time.
And this all breaks down into 4 key areas. To upgrade the aircraft, you focus on foundational fortitude, making sure the core of the business is rock solid, and process ingenuity, which is all about finding smarter, better ways to work. And then for the flight crew, it's about directional mastery, setting a super clear vision, and collective flourishing, making sure the entire team is engaged and really thriving.
So how does this new operating system actually get installed? Well, it happens in a really intense 6-week pre-boarding sprint. This isn't on-the-job training. This is deep, focused preparation that happens in that critical window between when you accept the offer and your first day.
The process is super disciplined, and it unfolds in 3 phases. Phase 1 is all about mapping the terrain and creating your personal blueprint for success. Phase 2 takes that insight and turns it into a concrete, week-by-week, 100-day impact agenda. And finally, Phase 3 pressure tests that whole agenda, turning it into a polished flight plan so you can execute flawlessly from the moment you walk through the door. And the result of all this, you don't just show up to a new job, you arrive ready to lead a mission. You are fully equipped to bypass that typical, painful learning curve and start creating serious value in weeks, not months.
And you know, this quote from the founder really hits home for me. This program wasn't designed in some theoretical boardroom. It was built from decades of real-world experience watching leaders get derailed by bad advice. It was literally created to solve a problem they wish they had a solution for themselves. And the impact here, it creates a massive strategic advantage for everyone involved. For you, the executive, it's about securing your future. For the organization, it's about de-risking a multi-million-dollar investment. And for the search firms that place these amazing leaders, it becomes a powerful differentiator. You're delivering talent that isn't just qualified, but is 100% prepared to win. So, what's the next step? The application window for the next October cohort is now officially open. This is a huge opportunity, but it's for a very select group of leaders who are truly ready to redefine what impact means. Now, to keep the quality of the program incredibly high, admission is super selective. We keep the cohorts intentionally small to make sure we can provide a deep, personalized, high-impact experience for every single member.
How small are we talking? Well, the upcoming VIP cohort is strictly limited to just 10 founding seats. That's it. This isn't just another program. Think of it as a curated, high-accountability peer advisory board.
Okay, here's the most important detail of all. The final deadline for all applications is Friday, October 3rd. So the real question you have to ask yourself is, are you ready to stop learning on the fly and actually start leading from day one? If the answer is yes, head over to JetStreamWay.com to apply.